The rain-slicked streets of Brooklyn gleamed under the sodium glow of street lamps as Alex barreled through the door of the old brownstone, his heart pounding like a war drum in his chest. He'd sworn off the bottle months ago, but tonight, after catching his fiancée in bed with his best man, the whiskey burned down his throat like sweet revenge, blurring the edges of his fury into something sharper, more dangerous. And there, in the dim flicker of Jordan's living room lamp, sat his oldest friend, the one guy who'd always seen through his bullshit, nursing a beer and waiting for the storm to break. Jordan looked up from the worn leather couch, his hazel eyes widening just a fraction before softening into that familiar mix of concern and quiet strength. At 27, he was the steady one, the artist who'd sketched their childhood dreams into reality while Alex chased blueprints and deadlines. Alex, what the hell happened? Jordan's voice was low, laced with the gravel of late-night worry, as he set his sketchpad aside and rose, crossing the room in 3 easy strides. Alex collapsed against the wall, the bottle slipping from his fingers to shatter on the hardwood floor, shards scattering like the pieces of his shattered life. She's gone, man. Everything's. Fuck, it's all gone. His words slurred into a raw sob, and before he could stop it, he lunged forward, burying his face in Jordan's shoulder, the scent of charcoal pencils and fresh coffee grounding him in the chaos. Jordan froze for a heartbeat, then wrapped his arms around Alex, holding him tight as the sobs racked through his friend's body. It was innocent at first, just 2 guys who'd shared scraped knees and stolen beers since high school, weathering the storms of life together. But as the rain hammered the windows like accusations, something shifted in the air, thick and unspoken, pulling them toward an edge neither had dared to cross. That was the night the world tilted. Alex woke to the pale light of dawn filtering through Jordan's gauzy curtains, his head throbbing like a construction site at rush hour. He was sprawled on the couch, a threadbare blanket tangled around his legs, and Jordan was already up, humming softly in the kitchenette that doubled as an art studio. The events of the previous night crashed back in fragments. The betrayal, the drunken rant, the way he'd clung to Jordan like a lifeline. And then, nothing. Blackout. Thank God for small mercies. Morning, sunshine, Jordan called, emerging with 2 mugs of black coffee, steam curling up like ghosts. He was shirtless, his olive skin marked with faint ink stains from last night's doodles, a pair of low-slung sweatpants hugging his hips. At 28, Alex had always envied Jordan's effortless grace, the way he moved through life like it was a canvas waiting for color, while Alex hammered nails into straight lines. Alex sat up too quickly, wincing as the room spun. Shit, Jordan, last night. I didn't. Black out? Yeah, you did. Jordan handed him the mug, their fingers brushing in a spark that Alex chalked up to static. Ranted about Sarah for an hour, cried like a baby, then passed out mid-sentence. No big deal. Happens to the best of us. But it was a big deal. Sarah's face haunted him, her laughter echoing in their shared loft uptown, now empty except for the ghost of her perfume. They'd been engaged for 6 months, planning a wedding in the Hudson Valley that Alex had poured his soul into designing. And for what? To walk in on her tangled in sheets with Mark, his groomsman, the guy he'd trusted with his life. I always thought she was the one, Alex muttered, staring into the coffee's abyss. Straight as an arrow, you know? Me and her building something real. Now, fuck, I don't even know who I am anymore. Jordan settled on the coffee table across from him, elbows on knees, his gaze steady. You're Alex freaking Harlan, the guy who rebuilt that community center in Queens after the flood without sleeping for 3 days. You're the straight-shooting architect who swears he's allergic to drama, but dives headfirst into it anyway. He paused, a small smile tugging at his lips. And you're my best friend. That's who you are. Alex met his eyes, and for a split second, the room felt too small, the air too charged. Jordan had always been there. Through Alex's awkward teen crushes, his first heartbreak in college, the grind of grad school in Chicago before they both landed back in New York. Jordan, with his quiet pride marches and the rainbow flag pinned discreetly to his backpack, had never pushed. Never asked Alex to label the way he sometimes lingered in hugs or stole glances at the gym. Alex was straight and a story. Girls only. Always had been. Thanks, man, Alex said, forcing a grin. What would I do without you? Jordan shrugged, but his eyes held something deeper, a flicker of longing Alex pretended not to see. Crash and burn, probably. Now drink up. We've got a day ahead. You're not wallowing in this alone. They spent the morning wandering the Brooklyn Heights promenade, the East River churning gray below them as joggers and dogwalkers blurred by. Jordan pointed out the falcons nesting on the Brooklyn Bridge, sketching them quick in his ever-present notebook, while Alex vented, words tumbling out about Sarah's lies, Mark's betrayal, the way his chest ached like a hollowed-out beam. By noon, the sun broke through, warming the benches, and they grabbed falafel from a street cart, laughing over old stories. The time they snuck into a Yankees game with fake IDs, or Jordan's disastrous first date with a sculptor who turned out to be straight. We're gonna bounce back, Jordan said as they leaned on the railing, The Manhattan skyline mocking Alex with its unyielding perfection. Stronger, hotter, the full package. Alex snorted, bumping Jordan's shoulder. Flatterer, careful, or I'll think you're hitting on me. Jordan's laugh was easy, but his cheeks flushed just a touch. Would that be so bad? The words hung there, light as a joke, heavy as an anchor. Alex's pulse quickened, but he shoved it down, deep where it belonged. Straight. That's who he was. Nah, you're not my type. Too artsy. Jordan rolled his eyes, but the moment passed, dissolving into the river's flow. They headed back to Jordan's place for a movie marathon. Dumb action flicks to drown out the noise in Alex's head. As the credits rolled on the third one, pizza boxes strewn across the floor, Alex felt the weight lift, just a little. Jordan dozed against his shoulder, breath even and warm, and for the first time since the night before, Alex didn't pull away. That night, sleep evaded him. He lay on the futon in Jordan's spare room, really just a converted closet, staring at the ceiling cracks that mapped out like Brooklyn subway lines. Sarah's texts lit up his phone. Apologies, excuses, please to talk. He deleted them all, one by one, each tap a small exorcism. But in the quiet, his mind wandered to Jordan, to the way his laugh lit up a room, the steady hand on his back during panic attacks, the unspoken understanding in those hazel eyes. No, stop. Alex rolled over, punching the pillow. He was grieving, that's all. Confused. Straight guys didn't think about their best friends like that, did they? The next week blurred into a haze of demolition. Alex threw himself into work at his firm in Midtown, redesigning a high-rise lobby until his eyes burned, but the blueprints couldn't erase the image of Sarah's guilty flush. He avoided the gym where Mark lifted, dodged mutual friends' pitying calls. Jordan was his anchor, showing up with takeout after long days, dragging him to indie band shows in Williamsburg where the bass thrummed through their bones. One evening, as they nursed IPAs at a dive bar on Atlantic Avenue, the jukebox crooning Springsteen, Jordan leaned in close over the sticky table. You haven't smiled like that in days. Alex blinked, caught mid-sip. What? There. Jordan's finger ghosted near Alex's lips, not touching, but close enough to send a jolt straight to his gut. Real. Not the fake shit you pull at client meetings. The bar's neon buzzed overhead, casting Jordan's face in electric blue. Up close, Alex noticed a faint scar above his eyebrow from skateboarding wipeout in 10th grade, the way his lashes curled just so. You're staring, Jordan murmured, voice teasing but eyes serious. Sorry. Just. Zoned out. Alex looked away, heat creeping up his neck. What the hell was wrong with him? Jordan didn't push, but as they walked home through the cooling night, shoulders brushing, the silence felt loaded. At the brownstone steps, Jordan paused, keys jingling in his hand. Hey, Alex. Whatever happens next, I'm here. No judgments. Alex nodded, throat tight. I know. Thanks. Inside, alone in the dark, Alex's hand trembled as he undressed, the mirror reflecting a stranger, broad shoulders tense, blue eyes shadowed. He thought of Sarah's curves, her soft sighs, and forced the memory to stick. But it frayed at the edges, replaced by Jordan's grin, his touch. Straight, he whispered to his reflection. You're straight. The lie tasted bitter. 2 weeks post-apocalypse, Alex's boss shoved a pro bono project his way, redesigning a queer youth center in the village. Good PR, the suit said, clapping Alex on the back. Show the firm's heart. Alex groaned inwardly. He wasn't heartless, but the last thing he needed was immersion in a world that stirred up his own buried questions. Still, it beat staring at walls. He met the center's director, a no-nonsense lesbian named Riley with a buzz cut and tattoos snaking up her arms, who walked him through the cramped spaces buzzing with teens, painting murals, and hosting open mics. These kids need safe spaces, Riley said, gesturing to a rainbow flag-draped lounge. Not just walls, but ones that say, you're seen. You're enough. Alex nodded, sketching rough lines, but his mind snagged on Jordan. He mentioned the project over breakfast that morning, and Jordan's eyes had lit up like fireworks. That's huge, man. You could make it magical. Now, as Alex pored over plans in Jordan's kitchen that night, Jordan peered over his shoulder, chin nearly on Alex's arm. At a rooftop garden here, somewhere for stargazing, quiet talks. Like us on the promenade. Us. The word lodged in Alex's chest. He could smell Jordan's shampoo, citrus and clean, feel the warmth radiating from his body. Yeah, like us. Jordan's breath hitched, almost imperceptibly. Then he pulled back, grabbing a beer from the fridge. You okay? You've been distant. Alex set down his pencil, the lead snapping under pressure. Just thinking about everything. Sarah, work life. It's like I'm rebuilding from scratch, and I don't know if the foundation's solid. Jordan sat across from him, legs stretched out, one foot nudging Alex's under the table. Casual, accidental. Foundations crack, Alex. That's how they let the light in. The quote hung poetic in the air, Jordan's artist soul shining through. Alex wanted to laugh it off, but instead he reached across, covering Jordan's hand with his own. Skin on skin, warm and real. How do you do that? See the beauty in the mess. Jordan's pulse jumped under Alex's thumb, but he didn't pull away. Because I've been through my own messes. Coming out in high school, the family blow-ups, the assholes who bailed. But you've been my constant. Straight-laced Alex, swearing you'd never understand, but listening anyway. Alex's grip tightened. I do understand. More than you think. The kitchen clock ticked, seconds stretching into eternity. Jordan's eyes searched his, vulnerable and hopeful. Alex, I don't know what I'm doing, Alex confessed, voice rough. But I can't lose you. Not now. Not ever. Jordan's free hand rose, cupping Alex's jaw, thumb tracing the stubble there. You won't. The kiss was inevitable, a slow burn igniting in the space between them. Alex leaned in first, tentative, lips brushing Jordan's in a question. Jordan answered with a sigh, parting soft and yielding, tasting of hops and home. It was gentle at first, exploratory, Alex's hand sliding to Jordan's nape, fingers threading through wavy hair. Jordan's palm flat on Alex's chest, feeling the thunder of his heart. Then hunger took over. Alex deepened it, pulling Jordan closer, the chair scraping as they stumbled upright. Hands roamed, Alex's under Jordan's shirt, mapping lean muscle and warm skin. Jordan's fisting in Alex's hair, tugging just enough to draw a gasp. They broke apart, gasping, foreheads pressed, breaths mingling. Holy shit, Alex whispered, eyes wide with wonder and fear. Jordan smiled, shaky but radiant. Yeah, holy shit. They didn't go further that night. Too raw, too new. Instead, they curled on the couch, Jordan's head on Alex's chest, the center's blueprints forgotten on the table. As sleep claimed them, Alex traced patterns on Jordan's back, the straight lines of his world bending into curves he'd never charted. But dawn brought doubt. Alex slipped out before Jordan woke, leaving a note, coffee run. Back soon. He walked the blocks to a bodega, the city waking around him, vendors shouting, horns blaring, his mind a whirlwind. What had he done? He was straight. Engaged once. Women. That's how it worked. By the time he returned with lattes and bagels, Jordan was at the stove, scrambling eggs, humming an old indie tune. He turned, smile fading at Alex's expression. Hey, you okay? Alex set the bag down, words sticking. Last night, it was intense. Good intense. But I need to figure this out. For real. Jordan's face fell, but he nodded, plating the eggs. I get it. No ruse. But Alex, don't run from this. From us. They ate in strained silence, the air thick with what-ifs. After, Alex fled to the office, burying himself in elevations and elevations, ignoring Jordan's texts, thinking of you. Call if you need. By evening, guilt gnawed. He'd left Jordan hanging exposed. He showed up at the brownstone with Thai takeout, apology in his eyes. I'm scared, he admitted as they unpacked containers on the floor, of what this means. For me. For everything I thought I knew. Jordan knelt beside him, hand on his knee. Scary's okay. It's human. Just, let me in, ya. Alex pulled him close, kissing him fierce this time, no hesitation. They tumbled to the rug, clothes shedding like old skins. Alex's shirt yanked off, revealing the taut lines of his runner's build. Jordan's sweats pooling at his ankles, his body arching under Alex's touch. It was messy, urgent, lips on necks, hands exploring uncharted territory, gasps echoing off brick walls. Alex learned Jordan's rhythms, the way he shivered at a nip to his collarbone, moaned low when fingers traced his hips. When they came together, it was shattering. Alex buried deep, Jordan's nails digging crescents in his back, their cries muffled in shoulders. Afterward, slick and spent, they lay tangled, hearts sinking in the quiet. You're not straight, Alex, Jordan whispered later, tracing lazy circles on his chest. You're just you, and that's enough. Alex held him tighter, the truth settling like mortar in fresh concrete. Maybe he wasn't broken. Maybe he was finally whole. But the world outside wasn't so forgiving. Word of Sarah's affair leaked through mutual friends, whispers turning to stares at the next firm happy hour. Alex dodged questions, but Mark cornered him in the bathroom, slurring apologies laced with smirks. Heard you and Sarah split. Tough break, buddy. Need a wingman? Alex's fist clenched, knuckles widening. Stay the fuck away from me. The punch landed square. Mark's nose crunching, blood spraying the sink. Security hauled Alex out, his boss's disappointment ringing in his ears. Get your head straight, Harlan. This isn't you. But it was him, raw, unfiltered. Jordan picked him up curbside, ice pack in hand. No lectures. Hero move, he teased, dabbing Alex's split lip. My knight in scuffed armor. At home, they patched wounds with gentle touches, the fight bleeding into passion. Jordan straddled Alex on the bed, riding him slow, eyes locked in a promise. We're in this. Together. Weeks blurred into a tentative rhythm. Mornings tangled in sheets. Jordan sketches scattered like confetti. Evenings at the youth center, Alex incorporating rooftop dreams. Jordan volunteering to paint murals with the kids. Riley raised an eyebrow at their not-so-subtle glances, but grinned. About time you two figured it out. One crisp October afternoon, as leaves turned gold in Prospect Park, Alex dropped to one knee on a quilt spread under the oaks. No ring. Not yet. Just a key, glinting in the sun. Move in with me. Let's build something real. No labels, just us. Jordan's eyes shimmered, pulling Alex up into a kiss that tasted of forever. Yes. God, yes. But shadows loomed. Sarah resurfaced, emails pleading reconciliation, then turning venomous. You're throwing it all away for him? Pathetic. Alex blocked her, but the poison seeped, doubts creeping in late nights, whispers of what if I'm wrong. The climax hit during a center gala, fairy lights strung across the newly unveiled rooftop, donors mingling with queer icons under a star-pricked sky. Alex, in a sharp navy suit, toasted the project, voice steady until he caught Sarah in the crowd. Uninvited, eyes blazing. She stormed the mic post-speech, mic feedback screeching like a banshee. This man's a fraud, straight as they come, playing house with his little artist boyfriend for pity points. Gasps rippled. Alex's blood iced, then boiled. Jordan tensed beside him, hands slipping into his. But Alex stepped forward, mic in hand, voice thunder. Sarah, get out. You don't get to define me anymore. He turned to the crowd, heart hammering. Or any of us. This center's for the kids who hear that shit every day, the ones told they're wrong, broken. But we're not. We're building spaces where love wins, no matter the shape. Cheers erupted, Sarah slinking away in defeat. Backstage, Jordan crushed him in a hug. You did it. You own it. That night, in their shared bed, Alex's loft reclaimed, Jordan's touches everywhere. They made love like warriors, fierce and tender. I love you. Alex breathed against Jordan's skin, the words of vow. Straight, gay, whatever, it's you. Always you. Jordan's response was a smile, tears salting their kiss. Love you too. Mess and all. Months later, the center thrived, a beacon in the village. Alex's firm promoted him, citing his passion project. But the Rayall win was quieter. Family dinners where Alex's conservative folks grilled Jordan on his fascinating career, thawing inch by inch. Pride parades where they marched hand in hand, rainbows on their sleeves and in their hearts. One evening, atop their own rooftop, a mini version of the center's, potted herbs swaying in the breeze. Alex sketched wedding vows on a napkin, Jordan laughing as he added doodles. No tuxes, Jordan said. Just us, the city, and a promise. Alex pulled him close, the skyline their witness. Deal. Until the stars burn out. And in that moment, under the vast American sky, Alex knew the straight lines of his life had curved into something infinitely better, a love story written in bold strokes, unbreakable. The first snow dusted Central Park like powdered sugar on a lover's collarbone, and Alex couldn't remember a time when winter felt this alive. It had been 6 months since the gala showdown, since he'd publicly shed the skin of his old self, and New York hummed with the rhythm of their new normal. Jordan's laughter echoed through the frosted air as they trudged along the mall, scarves tangled, mittens bumping like shy flirtations. You're terrible at this, Jordan teased, packing a snowball and lobbing it at Alex's chest. Alex dodged too late, the cold burst soaking through his wool coat. Oh, it's on. He scooped retaliation, chasing Jordan toward the Bethesda fountain, their boots crunching leaves buried under fresh white. At 29 now, Alex felt lighter, unburdened, the architect who'd once drawn only right angles now sketching curves in the snow, in Jordan's smile, in the way their lives intertwined like vines on a trellis. They collapsed against the fountain's edge, breathless and beaming, Jordan's nose pink from the chill. Remember our first snow together? Alex asked, pulling him close, lips brushing chilled cheeks. Jordan hummed, eyes sparkling like the icicles above. 10th grade. You swore snowmen were for kids, then built the ugliest one in Prospect. Gave my scarf. And you kissed its carrot nose. Alex grinned, the memory warm against the bite. Think I was jealous even then. Jordan's gaze softened, hand slipping under Alex's coat to rest on his hip. Subconscious much? Their kiss was slow, melting the world around them. Tourists blurring into background static, the park's magic theirs alone. But as they pulled apart, Jordan's phone buzzed, shattering the bubble. He glanced at the screen, face clouding. It's my mom. Again. Alex's stomach twisted. Jordan's family was a minefield. His coming out at 17 had fractured them, his dad walking out for good, his mom oscillating between guilt-ridden calls and radio silence. Want me to? No. Jordan pocketed the phone, forcing a smile. Later. Tonight's ours. But the call lingered like frost on glass. Over hot cocoa at a park cafe, Jordan stared into his mug, steam curling like unanswered questions. She want me to visit for Christmas. Alone. Says it's family time, but we both know what that means. Alex reached across the scarred wooden table, lacing fingers. Then we go together. Show them the full picture. Jordan's laugh was bitter. The gay son and his. Whatever you are, they'll love that. You're not whatever. You're my partner. The word felt right, solid, like a load-bearing wall. And I'm proud of us. Let me stand with you. Jordan's eyes searched his, vulnerability cracking the artist facade. You sure? It gets ugly. Alex squeezed his hand. Ugly's my specialty lately. The decision hung over them like a storm cloud as they headed back to the loft. Alex's reclaimed space, now a gallery of Jordan's art. Abstract waves and blues crashing against city grids, their love story in pigment and line. That night, as snow tapped the windows like impatient fingers, they made love by candlelight, bodies a refuge from the cold. Jordan arched under him, whispering stay like a prayer, and Alex did, anchoring them both. Christmas Eve dawned brittle, the train to Jordan's childhood home in upstate Schenectady rattling like bones in a grave. Alex gripped Jordan's knee as suburbs gave way to snow-blanketed farms, his own family holiday, a tense dinner with his engineer dad and teacher mom in their Buffalo split level, feeling worlds away. He'd come out to them over Thanksgiving, words stumbling like a poorly braced beam. I'm with Jordan. For real. His mom's hug had been fierce, tears soaking his shirt. His dad's nod gruff, but accepting. As long as you're happy, son. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. Schenectady loomed gray, the Harper's Victorian sagging under icicles like regrets. Jordan's mom, Elena, answered the door in a festive sweater that clashed with her pinched expression. Mid-40s, hair streaked gray, eyes the same hazel as her son's but dulled by years of what-ifs. Jordan. And Alex. Her hug for her son was stiff, her handshake for Alex cool as the draft. Inside, the house smelled of pine and pot roast, stockings hung crooked by a gas fireplace. Jordan's sister, Mia, 22, home from college with a nose ring and sociology major fire, enveloped them both in bear hugs. Finally, Mom's been baking enough cookies to bribe the ghosts. Dinner was a minefield navigated with small talk. Mia's classes, Alex's latest project, a sustainable co-op in Harlem. Jordan's freelance gigs illustrating queer lit covers. Elena's smile strained, her fork pushing peas like accusations. Then, over pie, she cracked. Jordan, we need to talk. Alone. Jordan's jaw set. Anything you say to me, you say to us. Elena's eyes flicked to Alex, then away. This phase, it's hurting your father. He misses you. The real you. The real me is right here. Jordan snapped, voice steel. With the man I love. Not some ghost you keep chasing. Alex's hand found Jordan's under the table, a silent brace. Elena's face crumpled. I saw my family back. Before all this. Confusion. It's not confusion, Mom. It's clarity. Jordan's words trembled, but he held firm. Dad left because he couldn't handle it. But I stayed. For you. For Mia. Don't make me regret it. Silence stretched, thick as the snow piling outside. Mia broke it, voice soft. Mom, let them be. They're happy. Isn't that enough? Elena's gaze darted between them, landing on Alex, really seeing him for the first time. You make him smile. Like he used to, before everything. Alex nodded, throat tight. He's everything to me. And I'd fight for this, for him, every day. Tears welled in Elena's eyes, spilling over as she reached across, covering their joined hands. I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. Stay, please. The dam broke then. Hugs, apologies, stories tumbling out like unwrapped gifts. By midnight, as carols crackled on the radio, Elena pulled Jordan aside, whispering, bring him back anytime. He's family now. Outside, under a sky heavy with stars, Alex and Jordan stood on the porch, breaths fogging. You were incredible, Alex murmured, pulling him close. Jordan buried his face in Alex's neck. We were. Team effort. Their kiss was fierce, snowflakes melting on lashes, a vow etched in winter white. Back in the city, the new year dawned electric. Alex's firm landed a bid on a queer arts complex in Chelsea, Jordan co-designing the visuals. Murals of intertwined paths, lovers bridging divides. Their loft buzzed with collaborators. Riley from the center, now a friend, sketching logos over wine. Mia visiting, crashing on the couch with tales of campus activism. But cracks showed in paradise. Late February, a client dinner turned sour. A venture capitalist, paunchy and pink-faced, cornering Alex over stakes. Heard you're experimenting. Get fool, son. Doesn't look good on a pitch deck. Alex's fork clattered. Experimenting? That's my life you're shitting on. The man chuckled, oblivious. Just saying. Straight plays better in boardrooms. Rage boiled, but Jordan's text buzzed in. Miss you. Home soon. Alex excused himself, storming into the night, hail biting his face like barbs. He hailed a cab, the ride home a blur of self-doubt. Was the man right? Was he risking everything for? What? Jordan greeted him at the door, concern etching his brow. Rough night. Alex paced the living room, shedding coat like armor. Some asshole implied I'm a liability. Because of us. Jordan's face hardened. Fuck him. You're the best damn architect they have. But what if, Alex stopped, voice cracking. What if I'm not enough? For the firm. For you, for this life? Jordan crossed to him, hands framing his face. You're enough. More than. Remember Schenectady? We faced worse. Alex leaned into the touch, but the seed of fear rooted deep. That night, sleep fractured with dreams, blueprints crumbling, Jordan fading into shadows, Sarah's laugh echoing fraud. Spring thawed the ice, but not the chill in Alex's chest. Project piled, deadlines loomed, and whispers followed. Colleagues' sidelong glances. A promotion passed over for a safer candidate. Jordan noticed, his touches lingering longer, words softer. Talk to me. He'd plead over breakfast, but Alex deflected, burying in work. The breaking point came mid-April, cherry blossoms shedding pink petals like tears on Riverside Drive. Alex arrived home late, suit rumpled, to find Jordan packing. Not leaving, but curating, framing old sketches for the Chelsea walls. But the sight twisted wrong, panic surging. You're bailing, Alex accused, voice raw. Tire of my shit. Jordan whirled, eyes wide. What? No, Alex, stop. But the dam burst. Everyone sees it. The straight guy playing pretend. I'm dragging you down, Jordan. Just like Sarah said. Jordan dropped the frame, glass cracking on the floor like their fragile piece. Sarah's poison. And you're not pretending. This is real, us, this life. But you're letting fear win. Alex sank to the couch, head in hands. I'm terrified of losing the career I built, the respect, everything. But most of all, losing you. Jordan knelt before him, hands on knees, voice steady as Brooklyn bedrock. Then fight for it. For us. Or let me go. But decide. The ultimatum hung, sharp as shattered glass. Alex looked up, seeing the man who'd mended his brakes, the artist who'd painted color into his grayscale world. I choose you. Every time. Jordan's relief was a sob, pulling Alex down into a kiss born of desperation and devotion. They stripped bare on the rug, bodies a battlefield of need. Alex worshipping every inch of Jordan, lips trailing fire down his chest, hands gripping hips as if to anchor fate. Jordan gasped his name like salvation, legs wrapping tight, their rhythm a defiant dance against doubt. Climax crashed like spring thunder, leaving them wrecked and whole. I'm all in, Alex panted, holding Jordan close. No more half measures. Jordan smiled, dawned slow, radiant. Good, because I got plans for us. Summer bloomed fierce, their love a wildfire. The Chelsea complex broke ground, Alex's designs soaring with Jordan's murals, lovers etched in steel and stone, defying gravity. Pride swelled the streets, rainbows waving like flags of surrender to joy. Alex marched at the front, Jordan's hand in his, chanting for visibility, for rights, for the kids who'd find hope in spaces they'd built. One humid July night, rooftop party redux, friends toasting under string lights, the skyline a canvas of possibility. Riley raised a glass, to the straights who bend, and the bends that make us stronger. Laughter rippled, but Alex pulled Jordan aside, to the railing where it all began. Marry me, he said, no knee, just truth, a simple band glinting in his palm, engraved with waves and grids. Jordan's yes was a whoop, kiss devouring, the city cheering below. Fall painted the park in fire, their wedding small, loft ceremony, Mia officiating with wry grins, Elena tearful in the front row, Alex's parents beaming beside her. Vows exchanged under exposed beams. I promise to build with you, break with you, love you through every storm. The reception spilled to the rooftop, jazz floating on crisp air, dances swaying like leaves in wind. As stars wheeled overhead, Alex held Jordan close, whispering, that one night changed everything. But every night since, it's been the best rewrite. Jordan's eyes shone, to many more chapters. And in the heart of America, two men rewrote the stars, proving love's lines aren't straight, but they're true. Autumn's palette deepened as Alex and Jordan settled into married life. The loft now officially theirs, a fusion of clean lines and chaotic color, blueprints pinned beside half-finished canvases. At 30, Alex felt the weight of years lighten. Each morning waking to Jordan's sprawl, dark hair fanned on the pillow like ink spilled from dreams. Their routine was a quiet symphony. Coffee brewed strong, kisses stolen over the sink, Jordan's love you murmured against Alex's temple before he dashed to a client meeting. But beneath the harmony, undercurrents stirred. Alex's promotion finally came, lead on the Chelsea complex, but with it boardroom battles. Toned down the rainbow rhetoric, his boss advised over lunch at Delmonico's, steak knives glinting like warnings. Clients want competence, not activism. Alex nodded through gritted teeth, but the barb lodged deep. That evening, as Jordan sketched logos for a queer nonprofit, Alex paced the living room, tie loosened like a noose. They see me as the token now, the gay architect who got lucky. Jordan set down his stylus, rising to wrap arms around Alex's waist from behind. Or the brilliant one who earned it. Don't let them dim you. Alex turned, burying his face in Jordan's neck, inhaling the familiar citrus. How do you stay so damn optimistic? Practice. Jordan's grin was wicked, hands sliding under Alex's shirt. And a husband who makes it easy. Their lovemaking that night was unhurried, reverent. Jordan on his back, Alex mapping him with lips and tongue, drawing out moans like melodies. You're mine, Alex growled against his thigh. And Jordan's arch was affirmation, their union a seal against the world's grind. Yet doubt's whisper persisted. November brought Thanksgiving, a joint family affair at Alex's parents in Buffalo. Turkey roasted golden, his mom's apple pie steaming, Elena arriving with Mia, and a pecan tart, says Olive Branch. Laughter filled the Craftsman dining room, stories overlapping. Jordan's latest book cover, a sapphic romance with ethereal witches, Mia's protest against campus hate speech. But over coffee, Alex's dad, Tom, silver-haired, calloused hands from decades at the mill, pulled him aside to the garage, tools gleaming on pegboards. Proud of you, son. The wedding, the work. But watch your back out there. City's tough on folks like you too. Alex's chest tightened. Like us. Tom clapped his shoulder, eyes kind but shadowed. Different. Had a buddy in the war, never came home the same. Kept it quiet. You don't have to, but protect what's yours. The warning echoed on the drive back, snow flurrying against the Prius. Jordan dozed beside him, sketchpad open to a half-drawn hearth, their hearth. Alex glanced over, heart swelling fierce. He protected them, no matter. December's chill deepened, holiday lights twinkling like defiant stars. The Chelsea complex neared completion, open house buzzing with press. The Village Voice hailing it a beacon for the marginalized, but a conservative blog sneering woke architecture, pretty facades, empty promises. Alex scrolled the comments late one night, venom scrolling, fairy tale for fairies. Straight poser pandering. Jordan found him at dawn, slumped over his laptop, eyes red. Hey, turn it off. Alex slammed the lid. How do they know about me before? It's like they smell weakness. Jordan straddled his lap, hands framing his face. Not weakness, strength. You chose love over easy. That's power. Their kiss ignited slow, then fierce, Jordan grinding down, Alex's hands gripping his ass, lifting him toward the bedroom. They fell together, clothes shed in a trail of urgency. Alex pinning Jordan to the mattress, thrusts deep and claiming. Mine, he panted, and Jordan's cries were chorus, release crashing in waves of white-hot certainty. New Year's brought renewal, a vow renewal, spontaneous, on the loft's fire escape under fireworks blooming over the East River. To us, Jordan toasted with champagne flutes, clinking against Alex's. Bending, not breaking. But January tested the band. A rival firm poached Alex's key client, citing cultural misalignment. Whispers traced back to the blog, amplified by a podcaster's rant. Alex Harlan, from straight to suspect overnight. The hit stung, finances tightening, freelance gigs for Jordan sporadic. They argue that night. First real one. Alex snapping over unpaid bills, Jordan retorting about sacrifices unspoken. You think I don't give up? Jordan yelled, voice cracking. Every family call I force through, every stare I ignore for you. Alex recoiled, guilt flooding. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. The makeup was raw, tears salting skin, bodies colliding in apology. Jordan on top, riding slow, eyes locked, we're stronger together. Alex's hands on hips, guiding, grounding always. February's Valentine's was quiet. No grand gestures, just a picnic in the loft, candlelit with Jordan's handmade cards. But March roared in like a lion, opportunity knocking. A national design contest, spaces of belonging. Alex entered the Chelsea sketches, Jordan illustrating the proposal, intertwined figures in urban landscapes, love as infrastructure. They poured souls into it, late nights blurring into dawn, coffee cold, passion hot. One such night, as Jordan dozed on the couch, Alex watched him, tracing the curve of his lip with a finger. What did I do to deserve you? Jordan stirred, pulling him down. Exist. Their lovemaking was lazy, laughter-laced. Alex's mouth on Jordan's cock, teasing until pleas broke free, then flipping, Jordan's fingers prepping him gentle, entry a sigh of homecoming. Submission sent, they waited, tension coiling. April showers brought rejection letters from smaller gigs, but May's sun gilded the wait. Then, the call, finalists. Their design shortlisted. Celebration spilled to a rooftop bar, friends toasting. Riley with her date, Mia video calling from a rally. To belonging, Alex raised his glass, Jordan's arm around his waist. But triumph's shadow loomed. June Pride approached, the complex's grand opening coinciding with the march. Invites poured in, panels, speeches. Alex shone in rehearsals, voice steady. This isn't just a building. It's permission to be. Jordan beamed from the wings, but privately confided, proud doesn't cover it. The opening day dawned electric, rainbow flags snapping in breeze, crowds swelling the plaza. Speeches flowed, survivors sharing stories, kids unveiling murals. Alex's turn came, podium solid under palms. We built this for the nights that change everything, he began, eyes finding Jordan in the front row. The ones where you realize home isn't a place, it's a person, a choice. Applause thundered, but as he stepped down, a heckler shouted from the edge, sell out. Bet you were straight last year. Laughter tittered, knives to Alex's gut. Jordan tensed, but Alex whirled, mic live. Damn right I was. And now, I'm free. Join us, or step aside. Cheers drowned the troll, Jordan crushing him in a hug on stage. My hero. That night, parade pulsing down Fifth, they marched arm in arm, floats glittering, drums thumping like heartbeats. Confetti rained, strangers' cheers a-bomb. In the afterglow, bed tangled with sweat and joy, Alex whispered, no regrets. Jordan's hand over his heart. None. Summer's heat wave baked the city. Their win announced. First place, feature in Architectural Digest. Commissions flooded, balance restored. But deeper, the victory healed. Alex's dad visiting, touring the complex with wide eyes, admitting, you changed the skyline, son. And me. Elena's calls warmed, invitations to barbecues. Mia interned at Jordan's agency, bridging gaps. August brought a getaway. Cabin in the Adirondacks, lake lapping like lullabies. Days hiking pine trails, nights by firelight, bodies entwined under quilts. Dream with me, Jordan murmured one evening, head on Alex's chest. Always, Alex replied, visions dancing, adopting a kid, maybe two, filling the loft with chaos and crayons. Fall circled back, leaves a carpet of gold. The complex thrived, workshops buzzing, weddings hosted on the roof. One such, a young couple, nervous as they'd been, vowing under stars Alex had mapped. Watching from afar, Jordan squeezed Alex's hand. We did that. Alex kissed his temple. We do that. Every day. Winter whispered in, snow a soft promise. As they decorated the loft, Jordan stringing lights, Alex hauling the tree. Elena arrived unannounced, arms laden with ornaments from childhood. Tradition, she said, eyes bright. For the family. Hugs enveloped, pie baked, stories shared till dawn. In the quiet after, Jordan leaned against Alex in the kitchen, tears silent. Healing. Yeah. Alex breathed, holding tight. Hours. The year closed as it began. Snow in the park, hands linked, breaths mingling. To bending toward the light, Jordan toasted with thermoses of cider. Alex clinked, love a steady flame. To us. Unbreakable. The ink was barely dry on their one-year anniversary card when the first real storm hit. Not the squalls of doubt they'd weathered, but a gale from Alex's past, whipping up waves that threatened to swamp their sturdy ship. It started innocuous. A LinkedIn message from an old college buddy, Ryan, inviting him to a guys' night in Chicago for architecture conference. Miss the old crew, it read. Beers on me. No drama. Alex stared at the screen over breakfast, Jordan humming as he plated avocado toast. Chicago? Sounds fun. When's the last time you saw Ryan? Grad school. Before. Alex trailed off, fork scraping porcelain. Before Sarah, before the pivot, before Jordan became the center of his gravity. Go. Jordan encouraged, kissing his shoulder. Network. Recharge. I'll hold down the fort with some deadlines. Alex hesitated. The pull of normalcy. Straight-laced bros swapping war stories, tugging like an old habit. You sure? Jordan's grin was easy, but his eyes held a flicker. Positive. Just don't let them corrupt you back to beer pong champion. The flight west was smooth. O'Hare's bustle of time warp to 22-year-old Alex. Ambitious, unscarred, chasing skirts and skyscrapers. The conference hotel gleamed sterile, sessions on sustainable facades blurring into cocktails at the bar. Ryan clapped him on the back. All bro hugs and dude, you look good. Still building empires. The night devolved predictably. Shots of Jameson, tales of conquests. Ryan's divorce woes spilling like cheap whiskey. Women, man. Complicated. You dodged a bullet dumping Sarah. Alex's laugh stuck. Yeah, bullet. As the group thinned, Ryan leaned in, breath boozy. Heard you're, with a guy now. Jordan, right? Bold move. Alex stiffened, pint midway to lips. Not bold. Real. Ryan shrugged, eyes glassy. Whatever floats your boat. Just. Careful. Labels stick. The words burrowed, festering on a red-eye home. New York greeted him gray and grinding, Jordan at the gate with coffee and a sign. Welcome back, hot stuff. Their kiss was airport public, unapologetic, but Alex's hug lingered too tight. Missed you, Jordan murmured, nuzzling his neck. Missed you more, but the lie of omission gnawed, Ryan's casual judgment replaying like a glitch. Back in the loft, normalcy resumed. Jordan's exhibit opening downtown, Alex's site visits to Chelsea expansions. But the seed sprouted thorns. Late-night scrolls through old photos, him and Sarah at formals, arms linked, grins wide, stirred unease. Was it all performance? Or had he lost something true? One evening, as Jordan prepped for a gallery talk, Alex cracked. Ryan said something about labels sticking. Jordan paused, tie half-nodded, and it got me thinking, what if this us is just a phase? The rebound that stuck too long. Jordan's face shuddered, hurt flashing before armor. A phase? After everything. Alex backpedaled, hands up. No, I mean shit. I'm scared, okay? Of being the guy who flipped and fucked it up. Jordan untied the knot, stepping close. You're not flipping. You're evolving. But if you're doubting, his voice cracked. I can't be your experiment, Alex. The slam of the door echoed as Jordan left for the talk, cab fumes lingering like regret. Alex paced, heart a jackhammer, dialing Ryan in a haze. What the hell did you mean, label stick? Ryan's chuckle was tinny over the line. Just that, man. World's black and white. You were straight. Everyone's gonna remember that version. The call ended, but the echo didn't. Alex crashed on a couch, sleep fractured by dreams. Jordan walking away, city swallowing him whole. Morning brought Jordan home hollow-eyed, exhibit success soured. Sold 3 pieces, he said flatly, shedding coat. Congrats. Alex rose, space between them a chasm. About last night. Don't. Jordan's eyes blazed. If you need a question, question alone. I won't beg. The fight ignited then. Words flying like shrapnel. Alex accusing Jordan of naivety. Jordan hurling back Alex's internalized crap. You swore you were in. Now it's what if. Fuck that. Jordan stormed to the studio, door locking with finality. Alex retreated to the bedroom, punching the mattress till knuckles bled. Hours ticked, silence a third roommate. Reconciliation came raw, at dusk. Alex knocked soft. I need you. To talk. For real. Jordan opened, guarded but there. They sat cross-legged on the studio floor, surrounded by half-finished works. Lovers fractured, then fused. Alex spilled. The photos, Ryan's poison, the fear of inauthenticity. Am I just chasing the new shiny? Or is this me? Jordan listened, then cupped his face. It's you. Messy, growing you. But love isn't a test, it's trust. Their kiss was salt and sorry, bodies following to the rug, urgent reclaiming. Alex on knees, mouth devouring Jordan's length, apology in every swirl. Jordan pulling him up, fingers slicking entry. Forgive, whispered as he thrust home. Yes, Alex gasped, the rhythm forgiveness. Spring unfurled, tentative, therapy sessions slotted into schedules. Alex solo at first, unpacking the straight man's baggage with a wry queer counselor named Theo. Sexuality's a spectrum, not a switch, Theo said, glasses perched. You didn't turn. You expanded. Jordan joined later, couples work weaving their threads tighter. Communication's our blueprint, Theo assigned, and they built date nights at hole-in-the-wall to Carious, vulnerability games over wine, fear, losing your light, dream, family someday. May's warmth coaxed them outdoors, Central Park picnics with Mia, now a fixture, her stories of ally training at school bridging old gaps. Elena visited too, helping Jordan pot herbs on the fire escape, her, I'm learning, a quiet win. But June's pride loomed larger, the complex hosting a youth summit. Alex keynote, nerves jangling. What if they see through me? He confessed to Jordan pre-event, Ty Askew. Jordan straightened it, kiss firm. They'll see truth. The hall brimmed with faces, teens with flags pinned to backpacks, eyes hungry for hope. Alex spoke from gut. I thought I knew myself, straight lines, no detours. Then love showed me curves. And damn, they're beautiful. Laughter rippled, nods deepened. Q&A flowed. How'd you know? When denial hurt more than truth. Post-talk, a kid, 16, braces flashing, hugged him. Thanks for showing it's okay to change. Jordan watched from wings, pride beaming. That night, rooftop after party, they danced under lanterns, bodies syncopated. You slayed. Jordan breathed, hands low on hips. Alex nipped his ear. Your turn. Home. Lovemaking lingered. Jordan topping. Slow rolls drawing sighs. Alex's more a mantra. Release bound them. Sweat slick promises. Summer sizzled. Vacations planned. Road trip to Provincetown. Queer haven beaches. They drove the coast. Windows down. Spring steam blasting. Stopping for lobster rolls and lighthouse climbs. One sunset. Cliffside. Jordan sketched the horizon. Alex beside him. Adopt. Jordan asked casual. Alex's heart leaped. Hell yes. When? Fall. Papers filed. News shared over bonfire that night. Esmores melting, joy gooey sweet. But August tested Joy's temper. A Chelsea donor pulled funding, too political. Ripples hitting Alex's bonus. Stress mounted, arguments flickering. We can't afford a kid if you're burning bridges. Jordan snapped. Alex reeled. I'm fighting for us, for visibility. Jordan softened. I know, but balance, babe. Therapy doubled down. Theo, mediating. Conflict construction, not demolition. They rebuilt, budget dates, foster info sessions. September's equinox brought papers approved, home study looming. Nervous energy crackled, loft tidied, art curated kid-friendly, mock interviews over takeout. The social worker, warm-eyed Ms. Patel, toured with nods. Love's evident here. Approval letter arrived October 1st, confetti-level joy. Parents, Jordan whispered, kissing Alex silly. Winter holidays doubled delight, telling families over feasts, toast to the little one coming. Elena's tears happy, Tom's grandpa gruff. Spring birth hope, match calls trickling. Then May, a boy 5, named Luca, dark curls, hazel eyes like Jordan's history bounces. He needs steady, the caseworker said. They met in a park, Luca shy with trucks, warming to Jordan's balloon animals, Alex's block towers. Home. Luca pointed at their photo. Paperwork flew, court dates conquered. June Pride, they marched as three, Luca on shoulders, tiny flag waving. Summer sealed it. Adoption final, backyard bash with kin. Luca's first daddies melted them. Years folded. Luca's finger paints on walls, school plays, scraped knees mended. Alex's firm evolved. Inclusive hires, Jordan's books bestsellers. One anniversary, rooftop under stars, Luca asleep inside. Alex raised a glass. From one night to this. Magic. Jordan clinked. Love, eternal. Our story, unending. Luca's laughter ricocheted off the loft's high ceilings like the best kind of echo, a sound that had become the soundtrack to Alex and Jordan's days since the adoption 2 years prior. At 7 now, the boy was a whirlwind of curiosity, curls wild as Jordan's, questions sharp as Alex's blueprints, turning their once serene space into a fort of couch cushions and crayon murals. Daddy Alex, look! Luca yelled from the kitchen table, where he'd designed a spaceship from cereal boxes, tape flying like contrails. Alex peered over, feigning awe. Whoa, kiddo, that's gonna outfly the SpaceX. What's the fuel? Love juice. Luca beamed, hugging his legs. And pizza. Jordan chuckled from the stove, flipping pancakes with theatrical flips. Smart kid, knows the essentials. Mornings like this were sacred. 32-year-old Alex savoring the chaos, the way Jordan's 30 hips still swayed to indie playlists, the domestic bliss that had once seemed impossible. The Chelsea complex had spawned spin-offs, Alex heading a division for inclusive designs. Jordan's illustrations graced billboards, his graphic novels tackling queer family tales. Life wasn't perfect. Bills nipped. Luca's nightmares from old foster scars woke them at odd hours. But it was theirs, mortared with resilience. Yet, autumn's amber light cast long shadows. Luca's school parent-teacher conference loomed, a rite Alex dreaded. They'll ask about our situation, he confided to Jordan over bedtime stories. Luca tucked in with his stuffed falcon. Jordan closed the book, brow furrowing. Our situation's awesome. 2 dads who build rockets and flip pancakes? Jackpot. Alex sighed, rubbing temples. But the world's not all jackpots. Remember the stairs at pickup? Jordan pulled him into the hallway, door clicked soft. Then we stare back. Proud. The conference proved tame. Ms. Rivera, Luca's teacher, gushing over his art aptitude, suggesting advanced classes. He's thriving, she said, eyes warm. Your support's evident. Relief flooded, but as they walked home through leaf-strewn streets, a passerby's whisper snagged. Those the gay dads? Cute kid, shame. Alex's jaw clenched, Jordan's hand tightening in his. Home. Luca asleep, they vented over wine on the fire escape. It never ends, Alex muttered, city hum below. Jordan leaned head on shoulder. But neither do we. Their kiss deepened, migrating inside. Bodies familiar yet electric, clothes pooling on the studio floor. Jordan's mouth hot on Alex's neck, hands deft unbuttoning. Alex lifting him to the desk, papers scattering like stars. Entry was sweet, rhythm building to crescendo, release a shared exhale. Together. November's chill brought family influx. Elena hosting Thanksgiving in Schenectady, now a tradition laced with ease. Mia, graduated and dating a barista named Sam, regaled with grad school tales. Tom's engineering yarns meshed with Jordan's creative spins. Luca, turkey bib askew, declared pie the best invention ever, drawing cheers. But post-feast, Elena pulled Jordan aside, voice low. Proud of you boys. But, Luca's other mom? Ever think about finding her? Jordan stiffened. Birth mom? Agency says no contact unless she reaches. Elena nodded, eyes soft. Just, roots matter. The seed planted, Jordan mulled it that night in the guest room, Alex stirring. Mom drop a bomb? Jordan sighed. About Luca's bio-mom. Curiosity, not pressure. Alex propped on elbow. We could inquire. If Luca wants, someday. Jordan smiled grateful. Yeah, someday. December sparkled with Luca's wonder, tree trimming to carols, lights strung by tiny hands. But a school bully incident soured the cheer. Luca home tear-streaked. Timmy said 2 dads is weird. No real mom. Alex's fury boiled. Jordan's heartbreak mirrored. They cuddled Luca between them. Stories soothing. Families come in all shapes. Ours is superhero strong. Next day, Alex marched to school. Meeting the principal. Policies reviewed. Counselor looped. Zero tolerance, she assured. Timmy's parents apologized over coffee. Ignorance aired. Luca rebounded quick, but the hit lingered. Therapy for the trio. Theo's practice now family-friendly. Unpacked. Hates their fear, not yours. January's resolutions birthed action. Alex volunteering at the center's after-school. Jordan guest starting classes. Luca blossomed. Friendships forging. But February's frost bit deeper. A Chelsea expansion bid lost to a corporate giant. Budget cuts. The email lied. Whispers traced to a board member's homophobic donor ties. Alex raged in the loft, blueprints crumpled. They're punishing us. Jordan held him, calm anchor. Then we pivot. New bid, better design. Their lovemaking that night was defiant. Alex topping fierce, Jordan's legs hooked, gasps defying defeat. We rise. Spring greened resolve. March brought a pro bono win. Redesigning a trans shelter, Jordan collaborating on welcoming murals. Luca joined a paint day, tiny brush strokes rainbow bright. April showers watered doubts anew. Luca's questions. Where'd I come from? Like really? They sat park bench honest. A brave mom who couldn't keep you, but loved you enough to give you us. Agency inquiry greenlit, search tentative. May's blooms coincided with a hit. Birth mom located, letter sent. Response came hesitant. Open to meeting. For him. Heartbeats synced in nerves. June pride planning amped. Family float idea, Luca's dad's rock banner. Meeting set neutral, park cafe, supervised. Birth mom, Sophia, 25, tattooed barista with Luca's curls, arrived shy. He looks happy. Talk flowed, cautious. Her struggles then, stability now. Luca warmed slow, hugging it end. Thanks for me. Tears all around, contact agreed sparse. Drive home, Luca chattered, Jordan's hand in Alex's. Right call. Pride day dazzled. Float rolling, Luca waving, crowds roaring. Post-March picnic, Elena toasting, to roots and wings. Summer camped. Adirondacks redux, Luca fishing, stories by lake fire. Love you daddies, he yawned, stars blanket. Alex to Jordan, our legacy. Fall school growth, Luca's second grade, Alex's promotion to partner. But October storm. Rival firm smear campaign, blog dredging Alex's past for clicks. Alex testified at city hearing, voice steal. Design serves all. Bigotry builds nothing. Win vindicated, headlines hailed. Architect fights for inclusive city. November healed. Family Thanksgivings, Luca's gratitude list top. My daddies. December twinkled fuller. Sophia's card arriving. Happy holidays from afar. New Year's Eve, rooftop with kin. Luca's sparkler wishes. More adventures. Alex pulled Jordan close, Luca between, to chapters unfolding. Jordan kissed them both, endlessly. Winter's hush deepened bonds, spring's thaw promising more. Luca's art show, finger paint galaxies, drew crowds, pride parental. One mild April day, park swing push, Luca asked, can we have a baby sister? Laughter bubbled. Agency revisited, fostering pondered. May matched sibling. Girl, 3, named Aria, wide eyes, resilient spark. Home chaotic, love exponential. Nights tag team, days tandem. June pride quadrupled. For hands linked, banner, family forward. Summer splash pools, lullabies learned. Fall rooted. Aria's first words dead Luca's protector role. As leaves fell, Alex sketched nursery expansions. Jordan illustrated tales of two dad homes. Winter warmed hearths, holidays multiplied. Through tempests and calms, their story wove, not straight path, but winding triumph, love the truest line. Aria's tiny fists clutched Jordan's shirt like anchors in a squall, her 2-year-old wails piercing the loft's morning calm as Luca, now 9, banged cereal bowls in protest. She took my spot, he griped, milk sloshing. Alex, 34 and bleary from midnight teething marathons, scooped Aria mid-cry, bouncing her on hip. Easy, Captain. Plenty of spots for superheroes. Jordan, ever the smoother, slid pancakes onto plates, his 34-year-old frame still lean, though laugh lines etched deeper around hazel eyes. Team huddle, he called, and the kids piled in, Aria's sobs hiccuping to giggles as Luca tickled her foot. Parenting 2 wasn't the straight-line blueprint Alex once craved. It was a dynamic structure, supports shifting with growth spurts and tantrums, but damn if it didn't stand taller for the flex. Their life had layered like Brooklyn's sedimentary rock, the Chelsea complex a flagship, spawning nationwide consults. Jordan's graphic novels option for TV, queer family center stage. Vacations dotted calendars, Cape Cod kite fests, Luca's sandcastles epic, Aria's first waves, Jordan sketches capturing splashy joy. But May's pollen-heavy air carried undercurrents. Luca's school play cast him as Lost Boy, Peter Pan parallel stinging. Rehearsals ran late, his director praising but privately noting, sensitive kid. Bullies target that. Alex caught the drift at pickup jaw tight. We got his back. Jordan nodded, but worry shadowed. Home, over mac and cheese, Luca burst. Peter flies cause no parents. But I got you, I lost. Jordan knelt, eye level. Adventure, buddy. But home's the real magic. Therapy tuned in. Family sessions with Theo, now graying guru. Stories shape us, he said. Rewrite the narrative. June solstice baked pride fever high. The complex hosted a family fair. Bounce houses rainbow-hued. Aria toddling in tutu. Luca DJing kid anthems. Alex emceed, voice booming. Here, every family flies. Post-fair, a donor approached, silver-haired exec. Inspiring. My son's trans, this helps. Handshake firm. Check substantial. But July's heat wave scorched illusions. A national news spot on Modern Family's requested interview. Diverse dads. From straight to storybook? Alex balked. They want the before-after gimmick. Jordan scrolled the pitch. Or visibility. Luca, Arya, they see heroes. Debate raged over ice cream cones in the park. Kids splashing fountain. It's our truth, Jordan urged. Own it. Alex relented, taping in the loft. Cameras capturing chaos. Arya smearing yogurt. Luca demoing block towers. I thought straight was the only path. Alex shared honest. Love curved me right. Heir to acclaim, but backlash brewed. Tweets tagging. Fake family propaganda. Threats trickled. Protect kids from that lifestyle. Jordan fielded calls, voice steady. Alex installed loft cameras, sleep shallow. August cooled tempers, beach trip bomb. Waves lapped, Arya napping on towel, Luca body surfing. Daddy's forever? He asked, sand gritty. Etched in stone, Alex promised, Jordan's hand warm. September schooled sharper. Luca's classmate outed, harassment spiking. Luca defended. My dad say love's love. Suspension followed for the bully, but Luca's bruises, emotional, lingered. They rallied. Center playgroup for Arya. Ally workshop for Luca. Sophia visited. Now anti-roll. Her you're doing great a gift. October's harvest moon gilded a milestone. Jordan's novel premiere, launch party loft packed. Alex toasted. To tales that build worlds. November's thanks swelled. Extended family feast. Elena's table groaning. Tom's toast teary. Arya's gamma. Melted. Luca's stories captivated. But December's solstice twinkle warning. A custody review for Arya. Routine, but ex-foster kin contested. Traditional home better. Panic iced. Lawyers looped. Hearings tense. Stable loving. Caseworker vouched. Home videos played. Laughter looping. Ruling favored. Irreparable bonds. Relief wept. New Year's vowed stronger. Winter's blanket warmed resolve. January's goals. Family therapy intensives. Luca's counseling solo. February's hearts mended. Arya's Valentine crafts. Luca's crush confess shy. March's thaw, birth bloom. Alex's TEDx talk. Curves in concrete. Love's architecture. Standing ovation. Jordan front row. Kids waving signs. April showers watered whimsy. Park egg hunts. Arya's waddles triumphant. May's maypole dance dilemmas. Luca's am I gay? Query, casual over breakfast. Jordan fielded gentle. Maybe, or not. You'll know. Alex hugged tight. We love all you. June's pride crested career wave. Complex expansion groundbreaking. Alex shovel first, family beside. July's fireworks lit vacations. Yellowstone geysers, Luca's wonder, nature's art. August dog days deepened devotion. Fostering inquiry reopened, hearts open. September's leaves turned lessons. Arya's preschool start, tears toddler-sized. October's chills chased haunts. Old email from Sarah. Saw you on TV. Happy for you. Deleted but ripple. Closure? Jordan asked. November's gratitude grounded. Therapy breakthroughs. Luca's I like boys affirmed. December's lights led legacy. Arya's first I love you. Luca's play starring. Family cheering. New Year's dawn, rooftop resolve. Alex to Jordan, kids fizzing sparklers. From one night to dynasty. Jordan's kiss spanned. Our epic. Spring's renewal rooted deeper. Fostering match. Teen, Jamie, temporary bridge. Summer's sun schooled sharing. Jamie's story scarred, trust tentative. Fall's colors camouflage conflicts. Jamie's rebellion, boundaries blurred. Winter's hush healed. Jamie stayed, family 5. Through expansions and echoes, their love structure endured. Flexible, fierce, forever. Jamie's arrival folded the family like origami. Each crease a new angle on love's geometry. 16, lanky with piercings and a backpack of hurt, crashing the loft's equilibrium with grunge playlists and slam doors. Alex, 35 now, navigated the teen terrain like uncharted blueprints, while Jordan, same age, channeled his artist empathy into late-night talks over sketchpads. Luca, 10, idolized the cool big bro, sharing comic stashes. Arya for gifted sloppy hugs and demanded Jamie stories. The first month was scaffold, rules posted. Curfew 10 p.m., chores rotate, feelings optional but welcome. Fights flared. Jamie's this ain't real family. Hurled at dinner. Alex's measured. It is if you let it. But cracks mended with mortar moments. Park frisbee. Jamie's laugh rare but real. Jordan's graphic novel collab. Jamie inking panels on identity. Autumn's palette framed fragility. School integration hit snags. Jamie's old crew texting taunts. Truancy tempting. Counselor meetings multiplied. Theo's office a war room. Trauma's a thief. Patience your key. October's chill deepened doubts. A foster review loomed. Agency probing fit. Jamie overheard. Bolting midnight. I'm out. You don't want damaged goods. Search parties mobilized. Luca, flashlight wielding. Areas find James. Plaintiff. Dawn found him on the Brooklyn Bridge. Silhouette against dawn. Jordan approaching soft. We do want you. All of you. Drive home silent. Then sobs. Jamie's walls tumbling. Group hug sealed. Review aced. Bonded. November's thanks tested thanks. Holidays highlighted holes. Jamie's bio kin absent. Ghost at table. Elena's. You're home now. Pieced. Tom's woodshop gifts for all. December's solstice sparked spirit. Tree trim with Jamie's punk ornaments. Areas. Luca's light strings. But January's frost froze fears. Jamie's crush on a classmate sparked school drama. Outing whispers, hallway shoves. Fag Foster, scrawled on locker. Alex fumed at admin, Jordan at home. We sue? We're support. Both. Legal aid consulted, Jamie's therapy ramped. Pride early, center workshop on allyship, Jamie facilitating teen panel. February's thaws thawed teen ice. Jamie's art bloomed. Murals of fractured figures healing, Jordan's pride beaming. March's winds whipped winds. Alex's book deal, Building Belonging, co-authored with Jordan's Illis. April's rains rinsed regrets. Jamie's birthday bash, cake smashed, laughter loud. May's flowers flowered futures. Adoption talk for Jamie, his really wide-eyed. June's pride peak procession, 5 strong, banner found family flies. Jamie's speech, they caught me falling. Summer's heat hammered harmony. Road trip southwest, canyons echoing whoops, areas naps, Luca's geology digs, Jamie's stargazing sketches. But August dog days dug demons, Jamie's relapse, old habits sneaking, shoplift accusation, police call. Heart stop, station wait, Alex's we believe you, Jordan's handhold. Cleared coincidence, but trust bruised. Family circle, slips happen, we catch. September schools sharpen skills, Jamie's senior year, AP art star, Luca's leadership club, areas preschool poems. October's moons mused milestones, Jamie's adoption finalized, court tears triumphant. November's feasts feasted fuller, 6 with Elena's kin, Mia's wedding tales. December's joys jingled, Jamie's college apps, acceptances stacking. New Year's ignited intent, to catches, Alex toasted, Jordan's eyes aglow. Winter's weave warmed webs, Jamie's prom date, Luca's science fair, areas ballet. Spring's surge swelled surprises, Jordan's pregnancy? No, but surrogacy seed planted, Mia volunteering. Summer sun schooled siblings, beach builds, Jamie lifeguarding Luca, area shells. Falls framed fortitude, Jamie's dorm drop-off, tears truckside. But calls home constant, visits frequent. Through tempests teen and toddler, their home held, pillars of patience, beams of belief. Years layered light, Jamie's art degree, gallery show, Luca's teen tumbles, first love affirmed, area school stages, spotlight stolen. Alex's firm franchised inclusive, Jordan's media empire. 1 decade night, rooftop reunion, kids grown, grandkids? Not yet, but hints. Alex to Jordan, hands clasped, from straight swear to this symphony. Jordan's kiss crescendo, our masterpiece. Encore.